Hello and welcome. Do you remember the year that Bill Clinton was acquitted? Obstruction, Monica Lewinsky, all these big words flying around all over the news. How could this possibly happen to the President of the United States? Such a disgrace. It's like Donald Trump version 1, right? And so that all happened in 1999. What else happened in 1999? The euro. People said it's going to fail, it'll never work. And they're still saying that. Thanks a lot, Greece. Way to go. Big thumbs up on that one. 4 stars for that. This also came out, the Titleist DCI 990, available from 1999 to 2000. And so this barely squeezes in at the very tail end of what I'm considering for my vintage sets. I'm looking for something before the year 2000. So this wedges itself right in there as one of the later sets that I would definitely consider for the 90s. So we should definitely have a closer look at Eurolinski here. Titleist 990, clearly labeled right there, multiple steps in this lovely cavity back. The DCI black triangle with the balance bar above it. What a well-balanced iron this must be. Polished, I love the contrast between the polished stainless all the way up the hosel to the unpolished cavity back. Absolutely lovely. The sole isn't too wide. 6 clearly marked. As far as forgiveness goes, there's a little bit of forgiveness ground into the, or maybe even cast into the head right here. Looking at the grooves all the way up. Reasonable looking club. Not the smallest club in the world, not the largest. Look at this hosel. Look, I'm looking for serial numbers right here. I don't see any serial numbers on the head itself. There is some cosmetic crimping. I love cosmetic crimping. Look at this. Black ferrule, stepped shaft. This one happens to be, you can see right here, true temper dynamic gold. That shaft is in pretty good condition. Again, this is 99, so it's not that long ago. For some people watching, they'll be born after this club was made. This looks like a regular flex shaft, R300. Is that regular? Moving on to a Golf Pride grip. This is a Titleist branded Golf Pride grip. So, you know what's next. We need to get this out on the mat and see how it feels. I'm looking at this club. It looks like very similar to what I game now. Top line, nice and thin, looks great. The tiniest bit of offset, again, there's not enough that I would even notice really out there on the golf course. And the grip is fine. So, no complaints about this. The club, my swing, is a different matter. Let's see what I can generate with this combination here. That was a little cutty. I felt like that one hit the toe a little bit. So I'm getting some feedback from the club, which is good. Have another whack here. That one felt really good. Maybe the tiniest bit thin, but felt really good. Have another go. Oh, let's see. It feels very similar, like it looks similar and feels similar to what I play now. Again, a little slightly toey ball. Titleist 990. So as a club, it does fine. I have no complaints as a golf implement, right? It'll hit and perform like it should. It's stainless steel. I'm not worried about rust. It seems very robust and it looks fine. I could play this club, and I have. So looking at this, I'm wondering, does this capture what I'm looking for? There's this X factor that I'm looking for to capture the vintage. So in this case, the 90s. Well, you know, for me, the 90s, and this is just me, my opinion, for me, the 90s motto was, we're not the 80s. It's when counterculture became pop culture. Everybody all together, where I went to college, everybody all together decided they were counterculture and that was the popular culture, right? And so there were like 3 people who were like, yeah, we love popular music. And everybody else is like, Smashing Pumpkins. Well, Smashing Pumpkins was one of the most popular bands. It's like, you idiots. Can't you see that you're all just in pop culture with your counterculture, they didn't get it. Nobody got it. For example, here's a story from the 90s, okay? Now, I'm thinking about this club, okay? Does this capture this era for me? We see a Disney movie. I forget what it was, Emperor's New Groove or something. And her name was Emily. One of our friends was like, "Oh, that's so unrealistic. Look at it. It's so fake. It's fake." We're just like, Emily, remember, she's in college. This is a college seeking degree. She's seeking a college degree, this woman. And we're just like, Emily, what is reality? Without batting an eye, she's like, Interview with the Vampire. She's kidding, right? No, she was dead serious. I have a friend who's a vampire, and and that's all there is death. It was awesome. It was an awesome era. I loved it. It cracked me up. Does this capture that? Are they saying, here's counterculture, 90s. Welcome to 2000. Is this the beginning of the .com? Is this Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky? What's going on with this club? This club, to me, doesn't capture any of that. It's not counterculture. It's not pop culture. It's just kind of in between. It's worse. It's boring. It's not, it's just here. I'm a club, and that's all I am. So for me, this isn't capturing the vintage as I see it. So I'm not looking for a set of these. These right here, not interested. And this is just my opinion. Like I said, as a golf club, it's fine. You'd hit a fine score with these clubs. There's no question about that. But as remembering the 90s for me, not going to do it for me. So let me know what you think of the Titleist 990 DCI. If that captures an era for you, let me know, and let me know why. I'd love to read your comments. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.